Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok, Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and follow my business page at Brishari, y'all, because we almost sold out of the mini bags and the pink mini bag is dropping October 3rd. Anyway, before I get into the video, I do got like two things I want to say. So one I wanted to say is, y'all, I have good and bad news about my birthday. So unfortunately, I cannot do the skating party anymore, and it's because I couldn't get for those dates. But no, I'm gonna do a dinner party instead. So remember how I did the brunch? Instead, I'm gonna do a dinner party, so it's gonna be like in the evening time. It is gonna be on November 11th. You guys are welcome to come. I'll give you guys more details about that too. It is gonna be limited seating, but it still will be 18 and up. So yeah, it'll have a bar there, but I guess they'll ID the people. I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so come out, have a good time. It's gonna be good. I'll give y'all more updates on that, but most definitely it will be November 11th, and it's gonna be in Los Angeles. Well, in California, Los Angeles area, somewhere like that. So anyway, yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. But the second thing I wanted to say to y'all was, if you did not know, y'all, me and I Am Asia is doing a trip in February to Guatemala. It is only a few few slots left. It is an all-inclusive trip, so the price you're paying is going to cover the room, well, the Airbnb, your food, the excursions, all that. It is also taken out from tips for the drivers, people like that. And only thing you have to cover is your flight after paying for that. So yeah, come out, have a good fun girls trip. It's gonna be lit. If you don't already follow her, then you will see, like, if you do follow her, I mean, you'll see she already been doing trips back to back. She be doing them every month. This probably, like, I don't know which trip number she on right now, but they be lit. So yeah, if you want to come to the one where it will be both of us, that will be in February. Go to Asia's page and go to the link in her bio. And yeah, okay, so let's get straight into this video now. So this video is about a little bit of everybody. It's a sprinkle of everybody up in this video a little bit, because y'all, when I was dealing with all these toxic people, of course it was all around the same time. Well, some of them, because you know, when you're dealing with one toxic person, you really don't got your life together, so you're dealing with everybody that's toxic. But anyway, so yeah, one day I'm chilling at the house, and y'all already know who hit me up. My man. Well, he was not my man, my weirdo. My weirdo. I don't know, he was just Anyway, so Crazy ended up hitting me up, because this around the time I was dating him. He ended up hitting me up, and he was just like, what you doing? Which was not, like, he did this a lot. Like, he'll randomly hit me up, ask me what I'm doing, ride with him somewhere. Let's go get something to eat. I'm gonna come get you. I'm outside your window staring at you getting dressed. I don't know, because he did weird shit like that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, when it comes to restraining orders, the police don't take them serious. I think I mentioned that to y'all before, that I tried to get a restraining order on him. But either way go, it does not matter. But anyway, so he hit me up. Right this time, we on cool little terms, or we ain't on, it ain't too late. We bad, we always bad, but it ain't that bad. So he hit me up. I feel like I should have changed my shirt. I feel like a ninja with a black tee on, but it got like a graphic on there. Let's roll my sleeves up, maybe. I look like The Rock. Okay, never mind. So yeah, so anyway, he hit me up and he was just like, what you doing today or whatever. And I was just like, nothing. He was like, all right, what you doing right now? So I'm like, I'm just chilling in the house. He was like, okay, ride with me somewhere. So I'm like, all right, do I need to get dressed? I'm like that, like, you know, do I need to fix my hair? And he like, nah, you good the way you are, just come. So I'm like, okay. Mind you, I told y'all he didn't live that far from me. So he ended up pulling up. I go outside. I got on some little biker shorts and a t-shirt, some sandals, and my hair is just messy. So I go outside or whatever, and I got a scarf on too, because I used to just put my weave up in a bun. I still do that shit. I put up in a bun, put a scarf on, go to sleep. So I go outside like that, and yeah, I hop in the car and he just looking at me up and down, and I'm like, what? And he kind of dressed, so I'm like, dang, you dressed? He like, you already know I'm dressed for the day, because I'm gonna do something afterwards. You already know I'm gonna probably go to the hood. I gotta blah 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, where are we going? He was like, don't worry about it, but we just gonna go, I just gotta go pick up something real quick. I gotta go pick something up really quick. So I'm like, cool. I'm like thinking to myself, like, I don't know why every time people want to go somewhere, like in certain areas, they want me to ride with them. My license is suspended. Well, not no more. My license is back, and my record is clean and good as a whistle. Yeah, but at around that time my license was suspended. I don't know why people wanted me to come with them, because they used to feel like she got license. No, I don't. But yeah, so he picked me up, we driving, and you know, we listen to music, we vibing. So we talking, like, I guess we getting closer. Well, at that time I didn't know, but we getting closer to where we going. And he was just like, you know what? I'm like, what? He was like, why do people be saying I'm weird? So I'm like, who said you weird? Because at this point, you telling me about a bitch you just met and she calling you weird? Because, bitch, you got me. So I'm like, who said you was weird? So he like, I'm just saying, like, people would say, like, I'm weird. Like, I be messy. Like, I'm messy or whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you are, but why you say that? I'm like, why would they say that? Like, your friends is saying this? Because, you know, I'm quick to be like, well, them ain't your friends. But I'm like, your friends was saying this or something. So he like, nah, I'm just saying, like, people would say, like, I do weird shit or messy shit, but I don't think it'd be weird or messy. Like, I think people just be, like, in their feelings. So I'm like, who's in their feelings? He was like, nobody. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying. So I'm like, okay. So I'm irritated at this point because I'm thinking, like, who is he talking about? Because remember I told y'all he would do weird shit like that. Like, he was weird. I know y'all think, like, why was I with him? Y'all, I was going through a depressed time in my life. And I was dealing with a lot of bullshit that I shouldn't have been dealing with. And like I told you, at one point dealing with him, I felt like I wanted to die. So, yeah. That's that. So yeah, he was just like talking, he just saying that or whatever. So then we in the car, we still driving. So I turn the radio down. I'm like, so wait, are we close? Like, where are we going? So he was all like, oh, we almost there. I'm like, okay, because I want to stop and get something to eat. Like, you give me something to eat, I'm hungry. So he like, yeah, we're gonna do that after I pick up what I'm getting. And I was like, okay. So as the closer we get in, I notice he looking over at me and he's smiling. And he did this stupid ass smile. And y'all, I don't know, I think I mentioned it before because it pissed me off. He would do this smile and it just pissed me off. Maybe he was happy and I hated him seeing him happy because I wasn't. I don't know. But I hated it. It was a stupid smile. Like, I know he about to say some bullshit when he do this stupid ass fucking look. So he's smiling at me. So I'm like, what? Like, what are you looking at? So he's like, nothing. So then he just laughing to himself. And I'm like, what's funny? Like, what's so funny? He like, nothing's funny. So at this point in my head, I'm like, this nigga's on some bullshit. Because remember I told y'all he would smile and then he'd do the crazy look. It's crazy. Yeah, he on some weird shit. So I'm like, oh, he on some bullshit. This nigga probably take me to a river to push me in it. I don't fucking know where we going at this point. So he just smiling. So we finally pull up to this street. And I don't know who house this is because I ain't been over here. We pull up to the street. He cut the music down. And he was like, let me go ahead and tell them that I'm outside. So he's looking at me and smiling, damn near laughing. I'm like, okay. So he's texting that he's outside. So we sitting there, we talking. He was like, I just don't think I'm messy though. Like, I really don't think I'm messy. So I'm like, who's calling you messy? Because why are they calling you that? So he's like, nobody calling me messy. Like, I'm just saying. So I'm like, well, why are you bringing this up? So now we talking about that. And he was like, dang, I need you to smile right now. Like, be happy. So I'm like, why? He was like, just be happy. So he's like, let me call them because they taking forever. So he ended up, mind you, the house he's looking at, instead of him pulling over, oh, well, no, I still would have been right there. Now that I think about it, I'm in the passenger seat. I thought about it, like, I still would have been on the side of the house, whether if he pulled and parked whichever side the house was on. But anyway, he could have parked across the street, so it could have been like that. But anyway, he parked right there in front of the house. So he called and he like, I'm outside. So I guess the person said whatever they said and he hung up. So he's laughing. He just laughing. He like fidgeting with his phone. He just staring at me. And he was all like, you mad at me? So I was like, why? Like, why are you being weird? So I'm like, you being weird, bro. Like, what's going on with you? He was like, I'm just saying. So he just laughing to himself. Like, something's just so funny. And I'm irritated because like I said, why are you happy when you make me sad? So next thing you know, the door pop open because I'm checking my surroundings. So I don't know what to expect at this point. I'm checking my surroundings. The door pop open. He got the biggest smile on his face. Who comes running out the door? His son. So I'm like, oh, why he didn't just say we was picking his son up? So instantly in my head, it started clicking. Something's weird. Mind you, around this time is when me and his baby mom was getting into it. Because she didn't like that I was dating her baby daddy. And I kind of, in the beginning, y'all, I have to actually tell y'all about that because it was so weird. Well, no, I could tell y'all right now. So I didn't know her at all, but I knew, mind you, like I said, LA is a small area. It's not really that small, but like a lot of, like, okay, say if I hang out with Crips from this hood, a lot of different Crips from other hoods might be cool with that same hood, so everybody kind of know each other even though these are different hoods. It's kind of small. Like, basically what I'm saying, like, if you hang out with certain people, like say you hang out with Bloods and that's like what you hang out with, you most likely gonna know a lot of other Bloods, like, right? So if you hang out with Crips, you're gonna know a lot of other Crips from other hoods because everybody pretty much know each other because they hoods is like cool with each other. So pretty much it's like a circle. Everybody pretty much know each other. It's like a giant ass fucking high school, college. I don't know. It's just everybody, a lot of people know or know of each other. Especially you hang around these certain type of peoples, go to certain parties, you're gonna see these same people. And around that time, I used to go to like hood parties, hood shit like that. So anyway, it was this girl that my friend was cool with. I did not know this girl, never hung out with this girl a day in my life ever. One time we were supposed to all go somewhere. My homegirl asked me to pick her up from her house. She's like, yeah, we're gonna all come out. She didn't have a babysitter, so the girl didn't come. The girl never even came to the car. She just followed me on Instagram because she was cool with my friend. Mind you, never met this girl in person, never seen her in person, nothing like that. So when me and Crazy got together, he was so messy. Like, he was so weird. He told me to post him on Instagram, which I don't know why I did that. Like, literally, we was talking for like a week. And he told me to post him, and I posted him. And then she ended up, like, commenting, laughing my ass off, and then she blocked me or some shit like that. So that was that. Like, she felt like, oh, I was weird for talking to her baby daddy. One, I didn't even notice was her baby daddy. Didn't know, because how am I supposed to know? This nigga don't post. He wasn't the type of person that posts. He don't post. If you did not know him, you would not know this man got kids. Like, he was not posting shit. So I don't know this your baby daddy. You don't post your baby daddy because you talked to somebody else. So I did not know. Basically, long story short, I didn't know that was this girl baby daddy. And plus, I don't know this girl. I don't know you. We just follow each other on Instagram. So yeah. Anyway, so that happened, but then after that, it was like she was kind of over it type shit. Like, she really didn't care. It was like, oh, you dealing with him, whatever. She had her own thing going on. She didn't care. But this is when you know things is getting weird, because it started getting weird and issues, because at first it wasn't nothing. Oh, I gotta get to that. It wasn't nothing too major. It was just like a whatever type thing. Like, sometimes randomly she'll come like my picture, I'll like hers. It was nothing like it, no issue at all, like at all, until obviously they start fucking with each other again. And I'm gonna tell, it was the craziest way how I put two and two together. Not just because she was acting weird, but yeah. So anyway, around this time, it was where she's like calling him about me. Like, she see me at parties. Like I said, we hang out. Same, well, not hang out, because like I said, I didn't never see her in person. It's like when I start dating him, that's when I start seeing her in person. So like, if she know that I'm at a party, or she say people like her homegirls and stuff, because her homegirls was on it, then that's when she would call and like tell him shit like, oh, I seen her at such and such party. Oh, I seen her at da-da-da hood day. Oh, I seen her here. Okay. So anyway, yeah, like that's when it started getting weird, and I started getting kind of annoyed because she would tell him shit and like try to put stuff in his ear. And mind you, like I said, at one point I used to hang in the hood all day with like my homegirls and like homies. Like, I used to hang around people all day. So everybody, like, we was like family. So of course she don't notice. But she would be like, oh, I seen her with such and such. I seen her giving her right to such and such. But it's like, these are people I call like I look at them like family. Like, you know. But of course, like I said, she wouldn't know this shit. But anyway. So yeah, it started getting annoying like that. Because it was like, why are you clocking me? Like, why are you watching what I'm doing? So at this point, we did have like, I think we had like probably a little issue on Instagram before. So back and forth. And it was recent. So anyway, the son come, he run outside. So I'm like, okay, he picking up his son. So I'm like, why you didn't say you was picking up your son? So he's just laughing. He's like, next thing you know, probably like a minute later, guess who comes strutting out the house? Yes, you gotta strut like you mean it, cheetah girl ass bitch. Guess who comes walking out the door like Beyonce in the Crazy in Love video, just strutting like, strutting, walking like a model runway, walking down the walkway, his baby mama. So I'm like, she not gonna get on them, because you're not really, well, I got a few story times because they trying to jump me. But yeah, I just call her crazy baby mama whenever I talk about her. He got more than one baby mama though. Anyway, but I didn't really have issues with the other one. So anyway, so yeah, she come outside, she walking like this, she happy. Mind you, his car tinted the fuck up, she can't see on the inside. She happy as hell, big smile on her face. So I'm thinking like, she a little bit too happy to see her baby daddy. Or maybe she happy because she knows she getting a break. So she come outside, she walk in, boom, boom, runway, walk, 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 walk. Should have recorded her and sent it to her, because it was a nice little walk she was doing. I ain't gonna hate. So she walking down the driveway, smiling. He just laughing. The little son opened the back door. He get in the back seat. He's like, Dad, he's like, what's up, what's up? Get in the car. So he just got the door open. Mind you, she comes. Mind you, the door was unlocked because, you know, his son got in the car. I locked my door because just how I see she was walking, and it looked like she was going towards the back seat. She looked like she coming towards the passenger seat. So I pushed the lock only on my door, and I locked my door. So she come and she pulled the door handle to the passenger seat. So she like, crazy, open the door, nigga, open the door. So he just laughing. He rolled down the window. Because why did you get in the car anyway? But I'm just kidding. To kiss. No, I'm just kidding. But no. He rolled down the window and I'm like in my phone, but at the same time I'm looking over too. Like I'm in my phone, but when the window got too low down, I started like looking over because you know she ain't about to just take off on me because he ain't gonna do shit. He probably would just laugh. So yeah, she looked at me and she said, "You a weird ass bitch." Not to me, to him. She was like, "You a weird ass bitch. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Son, get out the car." She said his name. She's like, get out the car, get out the car. So he like, "Oh, what's your problem? What you talking about?" You know, we finna probably go do, what, Symone, what you want us to do, Chuck E. Cheese? Why is you trying to make it seem like, because at this point she told him like she didn't want me like around her son and stuff like that. So, you know, I respect that. Like, you know, if she don't want me around her child, I respect that. Like, I'm not harming your child or anything like that. But, you know, if that's what she wants, then that's what she wants type shit. So he was like, "Symone, so why are you, if you knew that she said this, why are you gonna ask me, did I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese? I didn't even know we was picking your child up. You said we was picking up something, not my son." Like, you know, so he like, "Symone, what you was trying to do, Chuck E. Cheese?" But he just laughing. She was like, "Oh, you weird, nigga. You weird. You weird. Son, get out the car. Get out the car." So he just sitting there, putting his seatbelt on, not listening to shit she's saying. So he like, "We gonna be back. We gonna be back." He like, "I'm gonna keep him for the weekend. I'm gonna keep him for the weekend, whatever." She was like, no, I already told you, I don't want her around my son. Mind you, I'm not saying that because it ain't got shit to do with me. Well, kind of, yeah, it do got something to do with me. But I'm not saying that because it's them. She's not, like, talking to me. She's talking to him. So she's like, get out the car, get out the car. So she go to the back seat and she unbuckling him. So he get out the car and he start grabbing her from the bike, y'all, from the back. And I'm like, fuck is this nigga doing? Y'all know he grabbing her from the back, but he's not doing it all like aggressive, like, oh, body slam. No, he's doing it like playful, like grabbing her. And she just started like laughing. She's like, "Stop." Something like, did he tickle this bitch? Did this nigga just tickle this bitch? So she like, let me stop cussing so much because YouTube gonna be like, "Girl, you don't want no birthday money." But anyway, he grabbed her from the back and he's like moving her out the way. He's like, "Stop playing, like, stop playing." So he like got his hands on her shoulder and he pushing her back some, and they talking, she yelling stuff, but he saying something to her. I can't hear what he's saying to her, and he's saying something to her and she just like something, he like, "I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna come back." I heard that part though. And she was like, whatever. And she went up to the car and she was just like, "Don't be pinching my son." Bitch, her son, mind you, their son was like 4 or 5. Why would I pinch your son? I remember when enemy baby mama gonna say that to me, like told him like she don't want me around because I look like I pinch kids. How? I literally, around this time, y'all, I promise y'all, if y'all been following me on Instagram around this time, like I told y'all, my little sisters was like my kids, still is. I used to always be with them. Sometimes I'll be running the streets with them. Like I would be with my little sisters, so tough, just with them all the time, spending time with them. All the time I'm with these kids. I'm in traffic with them. We at the Slauson. We doing this. We doing that. Like we together all the time. What about me says pinch kids? Did I used to make videos of me pinching these kids? I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? People be saying the craziest shit. So I was like, why would I pinch your son? Like, you know, like, because I'm confusion, bitch. La. I was going to say the B word, but you know, let me stop. So I'm like, why would I pinch your son? So she was like, I'm just saying, like, I don't have a problem with you or whatever. Like, it's no issue between me and you or nothing like that. I just, you know, I'm protective over my child. I'm like, as you should. Because as you should want to know who's around your child. That's the only reason why I was telling him, like, because before he used to try to want, like, to have me around the kid all the time. And I was like, I feel like, I don't have kids, but I just feel like if I did and my child's father has somebody around my kid frequently, I would want to know. Like, at least give me that to let me know who's around my kid so I could know, you know? So I used to tell him that, and he used to be like, I don't know what he would tell her shit, because he was weird. So, you see, he tried to say, I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Look how I look. So yeah, so she was just like, yeah, as I should. Yeah, because I'm just thinking like, why is she doing the most? And I'm not about to argue with you in front of your child because he don't need to see that. So I'm just like, yeah, as you should. Like, you know, she was like, yeah, as I should. Like, I just want to, I'm protective over my baby. Like, I just don't want any and everybody around my kid because he be having any and everybody around my kid. And he was like, I thought you said you didn't want bimbo around him. At this point, I said, this nigga. Why you think that somebody called you weird? Because you knew I was finna call you weird. So she was like, I don't care how many girlfriends you got. It ain't you keep talking about how many girlfriends you got. And I'm just thinking like, how many girlfriends? I'm the only one. I am number one. No, but I'm just thinking like, they playing in my face right now. They playing in my face. So she was like, I don't care how many girlfriends you got. I just said I don't want any and everybody around my kid. Like, I need to know somebody cool. She was like, I guess you cool because you cool with such and such. She said the girl name. So she like, I guess you cool because you cool with her. She was like, but I just don't want any and everybody around my kid. She's like, yeah, and I don't want Bimbo around my kid. I don't want her around my kid because she be taking pictures with my kid and saying it's her son. Yeah, never mind, I couldn't even say that. But yeah, so she was like, I don't want her around my kid. Da, 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 da. So I was all like, just sitting there, because I'm like, what the hell? So he was like, nah, Symone cool. Symone, you cool. Symone got little sisters. So you got little sisters, right? So she's like, okay, well, I'm just saying. So she was like, well, something, just let me know if it's anything. I want you to call me. Don't whoop him. Why would I whoop your kid? Again, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I ain't even whoop my, like, why would I whoop your child? I was just sitting there thinking, I said, I would never put my hands on your child. Like, you know, she was just like, okay, I'm just saying. So he just laughed and he was like, okay, I'm gonna come back. He said it again to her. And she was like, okay. And she walked off. And he was all like, I'm for real. I'm for real. Like, when she was walking off, and she was like, boy, I got, like, ninjas. And I was sitting there thinking, like, why she say that? Why she say that? So anyway, he get back in the car, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there, arms crossed, like this. And I was like, can we go to McDonald's? So he was like, oh, yeah, we gonna go to McDonald's. So he asked, like, son, you know, he didn't say that, but he like, son, you want some McDonald's? So he like, yes. And he's like, say hi to Symone. No, first, before he said say hi to Symone, he gonna say hi to your mom. And I was like, stop playing, because it's like, why are you disrespecting your child's mom or whatever like that? Even though this is just weird. But honestly, she probably was weird because he was weird. It was him. He was the one who was making everything weird. So, yeah. So I was all like, stop playing. So he's like, I'm just kidding. Say hi to Symone. Say hi to Symone. So he was like, yeah, he really didn't bond with Bimbo like that. Why do you keep mentioning her? So I said, oh, why do you keep mentioning her? Mind you, I'm talking calm because, like, again, we're not about to argue in front of your son or whatever. So he was like, I'm just saying. So when he realized I wasn't finna say too much, like, he just kept, like, saying little stuff to me. So then he looked over at me, and I forgot. When I was with Kiera, did I name her Boo something? I can't remember if I named that boy something. But he mentioned him, and he was all like, excuse me. He was like, I know why you doing all of this. Mind you, doing all of what? Why? You the one had... He said, I know why you doing all this, because I wasn't really talking too much. And he was like, that's because I already heard, like, somebody told me that you was in the living room with, he said, somebody told me you was in the room with such and such. I can't remember if I named that boy when we was at Kiera Boo House. He was like, but you was in the living room with his homie. You was in the room with his homie or whatever. So I said, what? Mind y'all, I told y'all, I forgot. Damn, what did I name Kiera? Because I can't remember. But remember I told y'all about her. I thought that she talked to him. So I was like, thinking in my head like, oh, that's how I know they talk. Because it's making up because, girl, you left. And you lying on me. Because what room? What room? Bitch, I was laying on the floor. So I said, how was I in the room with somebody when I was on the phone with you? He was like, I don't know what you was doing when you was off the phone with me. So I said, okay, so who told you this? Because you're lying. So he's laughing. And I was like, who told you this? Since you're lying? And he was like, you almost got yourself caught up in a lie. Like, you almost just told on yourself. I should have just let you tell on yourself. So I'm like, how was I almost gonna tell myself, like, you're making up stuff. Like, you literally sitting right here making up like, you fucking weird ass bitch. But I ain't say all that. So he was just like, nah, I'm just saying. So he driving. Next thing you know, he looking at me smiling. He see I'm not like cracking a smile, nothing. I'm just ready to go home because we already got the food. And yeah, so next thing you know, he was like, what you doing today? So I was like, oh, I'm going to the beach with Kiera. Because I forgot to mention, Kiera asked me if I was to go to the beach. And at first I wasn't going to say yeah, but after the whole little situation with the baby mama, I was like, yeah, I need to get away from you. So I was like, yeah. So he was like, okay, yeah. So then that's when he was all like, he started looking at me. He did that face. Y'all know when the crazy get activated. He did that face and he was just like, you trying to go be with some ninjas. Like, he said that. I was like, bro, I'm not finna do this with you right now. We could talk later though. He was like, why? Why? He's like, son, do your mama be with ninjas? I'm like, this nigga's weird. Y'all, nigga's a weirdo. So he was like, huh? He was like, your mom be having boyfriends spending the night. She be having boyfriends over there. And he was like, only you? Oh, so I said, oh, you be spending the night over there? And so he started laughing. He like, man, you know I don't be spending the night over there. What you talking about? I bring him late. Like, he be crying. Like, I'll wait till he fall asleep and I'll leave because he be crying. But I don't be spending the night over there. So how can I spend the night over there if I be at your house and you be at my house? We don't be at each other's house every time. So I was like, oh, okay. you would spend a night. So he like, I will not spend the night over there. I do not spend the night over there. He was like, you know, he was like, I don't even like to be up over there too much because they got bed bugs. Like, I don't like spending the night over there. So he was like, yeah, so no, don't, He was like, son, stop playing. You know, I don't be spending the night over there. So he was like, okay, dad. You know, like, whatever you say. So I'm just like, He's like, nah, he be crying. He don't be wanting me to leave, which his son didn't like when he left, like, a lot. So he's like, he don't be wanting me to leave. So he's like, I'll put him to sleep first. Like, wait till he go to sleep. Then I'll leave. You know, it's like, I'll lay in his bed. He's like, he got his own bed. Son, you got your own bed? So he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll lay in his bed with him until he falls asleep. And then I'll leave. I don't spend the night. Son, do you see me in the morning? So he's just like, no. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, right? Okay. So I ended up leaving. He ended up dropping me off at home. He was like, call me. Okay, I'm about to go home. Whatever. So he dropped me off and I go in the house and I start getting ready for the beach. So I'm telling Kiera, like, girl, I'm about to come over or whatever so I could go to the beach. Whatever, I need to get out the house. Mind y'all, like I said, I was tell Kiera certain stuff, but not too much, but kind of certain a lot, but not too much because I ain't like too much people in my business like that. But anyway. So I go to her house, whatever, beach ready. Everybody's already ready. So the beach, it was going to be like her mom, her sisters, her brother, the sister Olive baby daddy, you know, the one she cheat on. No, not Olive. The sister name was Capri. Yeah, Capri and her baby daddy, the one she cheats on. And Olive finally was back from Miami, y'all. She finally made her way back. So, yeah, so everybody there, whatever. We chilling, we getting ready to go. And next thing you know, so we like, okay, how we going? What cars we finna get in? So me, Olive, Kiera, and her mom and her nephew all rode in a car together. And then they rode, some people rode in one car, you know, the brother, he rode in the car, whatever. So we driving, we end up stopping at this little store, got some snacks. So we get to the beach, right? So at the beach, we just chilling. I'm telling Kiera, like, girl, why Crazy took me by his baby mama house? And she's like, girl, what? That's so weird. I never met her before. Like, I really don't know the girl. I never met her, but like, she just seems real messy and like full of drama. Like, girl, be careful. Da da da. She just telling me all this stuff, right? So I'm like, yeah, right. So at the beach, we posting up, we taking pictures. I'm posting on my snap. So Shy ended up hitting me up, y'all. That's why I told y'all a little sprinkle everybody in here. So Shy ended up hitting me up. Remember I told y'all Shy and Kiera knew each other. They was already like friends, but they was going through something or something. So Shy hit me up and she was just like, oh, B, you fake as fuck. You fake as fuck, like calling me fake. She was all like, because I've been trying to hang out with you, but you make so much more time for Kiera. And she was like, you don't even really know her like that. Like, that's so weird to me. She always said, that's so weird to me how y'all just friends out of the blue. How she want to be friends with you all of a sudden when she could have been met you long time ago through me or anybody else. But all of a sudden she want to be friends with you. Like, that's weird to me. So when she said, I'd be thinking that too. Like, that is kind of weird. Do they talk to my man? Look, but yeah, so I was just like, girl, well, we could link whenever. So she like, every time I try to link with you, like, you never really too much available no more. Like, that's weird. So I'm like, well, what are you doing later? So she was all like, nothing. I'm like, okay. And I was telling Shy, I'm telling Kiera, like, oh, Shy hitting me up, whatever. So she was just like, yeah, she was like, she called me fake because I'm always linking with you or whatever. So she's like, tell her to come to my house. Like, tell her to come to my house later. Like, we could all just have a girls' night in. So I'm like, you trying to come to Kiera's house? I'm like, come to Kiera's house later and we can have a girls' night in or whatever. So she's like, okay, I guess I got to see you with Kiera. Like, I can't just hang out with my friend. So I'm like, do you want to come or not? Like, we can hang out another time if you don't want to. Like, so she's like, no, I'm going to come or whatever. So I was like, okay, we at the beach right now. She was like, okay. So we chilling and stuff like that. We playing by the water, taking pictures. So we decided we was finna go get in the water. So we like, let's put our phones down. So at this point, it's me, Kiera, Olive, and Capri, right? We all sitting around, we finna get in the water. So we like put our stuff down, like our phones down, and we go by the water, right? So when we by the water, Olive is just talking. She trying to sell us to go to Miami. Oh, my little boo from Florida, my boo from Miami, y'all gotta go out there and meet him. Like, they do this little bank thing. Like, he could put a lot of money in your account. Like, they did it for me. Mind you, she's still looking the same. Like, not saying she was busted, but yes, she was. So she's still looking that way. Something like, girl, I'm not stupid about their bank shit. Bitch, you could take that bank, you could take that BOV account and shove it up your motherfucking ass, because I ain't finna do that shit. So I was like, nah, I'm cool on that. I don't do shit that gotta do nothing with my name. Well, I don't do shit, period. But I'm like, I don't do nothing to do with nothing with my name. Are you dumb? So I was like, no. So Kiera's like, I'll probably do it. Like, I wouldn't mind doing it or whatever. Like, we should go somewhere. Like, we should just go see what it's about. Like, and I guess I'll just, like, you know, if you see it's cool. If you see if you see me do it good, then you can do it. And I'm like, girl, I don't want to do it. What the fuck? I don't care what you talking about. I'm always the type of person, like, anything that got to do with me, my name, no, thank you. So, yeah. We at the water, we all talking, we just splashing. Olive mentioned my weave hair again. I'm just like, bro, this bitch is annoying. So next thing you know, Capri baby daddy walks up, but he's not super close to us, mind you. We right there where the water just coming up by our feet, like probably ankles and going back down. Capri baby daddy walk up. He didn't walk up too close because he not getting his feet wet at this point. And he was just like, I'm finna throw your ass in the water. I'm gonna throw your ass in the water. So Capri laughing. She like, stop, you better not throw me in the water. Mind you, he's not near us. He's kind of near us, but he not right there. So she's like, stop, you better not throw me in the water. You better not throw me in the water. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing with me. Ha 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 ha. So he's like, I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even talking to you. So Kiera was like, bitch, you better not touch me. You better not put me in the water. I'm not trying to get my hair wet. So he was just like, I'm gonna throw your ass in the water. I'm gonna throw your ass in the water. So Olive was like, oh, he finna throw us in the water. It's like, stop playing, like say his name. So mind y'all, I'm not saying shit because I don't know this man. Like I literally don't know him. Like I've seen him at the house, but I'll say a general hello, but I don't know him. So she like, stop playing, whatever, right? Y'all, next thing you know, he started running up and Kiera standing there next to me. She was like, I know that bitch not gonna play with me. I'm gonna knock his ass out. Why this nigga picks me up? He picks me up. Me. Why the would you, bro? I ain't never even said 2 words to you, mind y'all. When he was saying I'm gonna throw your ass in the water, why was you talking to me? Why? I don't fucking know you. So he picks me up, bro, right? He picked me up and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it took me off guard. So I'm like he got me from the back like this. He picked me up. Cause when he was running towards, I'm not tripping off him because I'm not thinking you finna come to me. Cause why would you come to me? Y'all wanted me to feel welcome, but you doing weird shit at this point, bro. And I'm thinking like, crazy mention this, then I know it's you that's lying. But anyway, so yeah, he picked me up from the back and he take me towards the water. And I said, stop playing, put me down. So I'm over here like trying to move his arms off me. Like I'm like, pry his arms open type shit. And I'm like, stop playing. He lift me up, he tall, so my feet ain't touching the ground. So I'm like, he's like, stop, just stop. I said, bro, no, for real, I cannot swim. Like, stop playing with me. You gonna throw me in the ocean. Next thing I'm gonna be by a fucking cruise ship. Don't do that. So I'm like, I can't swim, stop playing, like, put me down. He like, I'm not finna drown you. So why does Ninja end up, like, mind you, he got me like this. He ended up grabbing me like this now, like, body over here, feet like this. Like, he got me like this. And I'm like, bro, put me down. I'm trying to get out his arms. He was like, stop. But mind you, he took me out a little far. So I'm like, bro, put me back. Put me back on the shelf. So I'm like, put me down. So he like kind of like dipped me a little bit in the water, like squat down with me, like to where my back got wet. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, for real, put me down. So I'm over here when he did that, I'm trying to get my legs out. And he's like, we kind of deep right here. But I'm like, bro, like move. So then next thing you know, Capri was like, put her down. What the fuck is you doing? Like, put her down. So he's like, I'm not finna throw your friend in the water. And he lift up and he starts walking me back. Y'all, it's no point in me fighting. This man's not gonna put me down. He walking me back and he ended up gently like putting me down. And she was like, what the fuck? Why is you doing all of that? Like, leave her alone. She can't swim. Leave the bitch alone. Oh, I'm a bitch now because your baby dad picked me up. But I'm just thinking like, what I do? Why is she? Nah, and I was irritated too because I'm like, oh, he's finna make it weird. Like, you know, they cool. I like these people. Even though I said they would never see my face again and I'm hanging out with them damn near every day. They cool, but not Olive. She annoying. But I'm just thinking like, I hate when ninjas make it weird and do some weird shit because it's like, why would you pick me up anyway? So anyway, so when she was just talking shit like to him or whatever, he ended up going and like grabbing her and picking her up and she laughing now. And they just like, he ran over to the water and he threw her ass in the water, but then he jumped in with her and now they just like doing some shit in the water, some like dolphin shit, you know. Anyway, so I'm just like, he played too much. She was like, yeah, that bitch played too much, talking about him. She was like, yeah, he know not to touch me. That's what Kiera was saying. So Olive like, I want him to throw me in. So Kiera was like, bitch, why would you want my sister baby daddy picking you up? And she was like, he picked up Symone. And I'm just like, y'all making this shit where don't ask me to come to this motherfucking beach no more. Don't ask me to come here ever again because y'all making this shit weird. I didn't ask. It's like I was like, come get me. Woo! Baby daddy. Like, I can't even swim. What the fuck? And y'all my ride. Y'all my ride, y'all. So anyway, she was like, that's because he plays too much, but he don't know her. So he don't mean nothing by that. But why would he pick you up? Like, she was just talking to her like, why the fuck would he pick you up? Like, you know him. That's weird. Oh, you like Capri baby daddy? You like Capri baby daddy? So she's like, baby, because Olive will call Kiera baby. She was like, baby, and like touch her hair. She'd do that a lot. I don't know, it was weird. She like, baby, I would not, you stop playing with me, baby. Y'all my babies, mind you. She like probably 3 years older than us. So she's like, y'all, my baby, stop playing with me, stop playing with me. So finally, we just sitting around. I'm on my phone, kind of like shit weird. And we just start eating and stuff. Me and Kiera just talking. So she was like, so Shy, you think Shy really gonna come over? So I'm like, yeah. She's like, I haven't talked to her or seen her in like 2 months. That's so crazy. Like, that's crazy. You really think she's gonna come over? But she's like, seemed happy about it. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking like, oh, I'm about to help these people rekindle their friendship. Go me, you know? So I'm like, yeah, she gonna come over. Every time she says she pull up, she always gonna pull up, whatever, when I tell her to, whatever. So she like, okay, like, that's cool. I don't know. She's like, I'm not against being cool with her, but I just feel like we got a lot of stuff we need to address. So I'm like, well, address it today. Like, you know, get it out the table so we could all be cool. I'm like, because that'd be cool. We could all 3 hang out. That'd be cool, right? So she like, yeah, right. That would be cool. That would be cool. So she just smiling, and I'm just like, okay. Because mind you, if y'all new here or whatever, then y'all know, like, me and Shy had a experience. Like, we dated or whatever. Let me do this, because if Shy watches, she gonna be like, bitch, that's what I'm talking about. That fake gay shit. No, but she didn't talk like that. But, yeah, we just had a time at one point. But at this point, we realized that wasn't that, and we was friends. So, yeah. Yep. So yeah, I'm just thinking like she a little bit too excited, but I'm not like thinking on no hating type shit. Like I could care less, but I'm thinking like that's her friend, you know. But she's like daydreaming off into the fucking ocean, just smiling like, we could all 3 hang out. She's so happy, y'all. I'm like, okay, the fuck. So anyway, we ended up packing it up, left the beach, and we was gonna ride back. Originally, we was gonna ride back with Capri and her baby daddy, but when it came down to it, Capri was like, y'all ride with mama. And I'm thinking like, she was kind of being weird towards me after the baby daddy did that weird shit. But I'm just thinking like, whatever, I guess. I didn't really want to ride with them. No way, I could care less. But anyway, so we get back in the car. We hop in the car with her mom and we get back to the house or whatever. And the reason why I was supposed to ride with them is because we was going to go get some food. And the mom was going to take the kids and go home. And then some kids was going to get in the brother car too and go home. But like, we was going to ride with them so we go get something to eat. But I'm like, it's cool, it's cool. So anyway, we get to the house. And we shower or whatever, and we just chilling. So I end up hitting up Shy, and I'm like, hey girl, we back at the house, come pull up. So she was like, all right, I'm gonna pull up. She was like, y'all ate or anything like that? So I'm like, no. I told her like we were supposed to go get some food with Capri, but we didn't end up going. And I'm like, but we gonna order a pizza or something when you get here. So she was like, all right, I'm about to pull up, I'm gonna bring a bottle. So next thing you know, time go by like probably 40 minutes or such, or hour, I don't know. So Shy ended up getting there, right? So when she got there, y'all, cause Shy, mind y'all, Shy and Kiera used to be friends, so Shy know pretty much everybody. Well, she know everybody in the house. So when she got there, I guess she just was they door unlocked? Because if y'all have me in a house where y'all keep y'all door unlocked, I don't like that. No, but I don't know. But I don't know how the fuck she got in. But she got in the house. She probably knocked on the door, put her head through the door, and said, "Hey, open it." I don't know. But she ended up walking in the room. And me and Kiera just laying on the bed. I didn't even know, she didn't even say she was there. We just like, you know, laying like this, like talking. She on one and I'm on the other. So Shy ended up walking in the room and she's like, what's up, bitches? And I'm like, oh, hey girl, like, what's up? So Kiera's like, what's up, bitch? Like, but she gave her a smile, but like I'm on what you want type shit. Like, I'm thinking like, what's up with them? Like, y'all finna fight? So anyway, so she was just like, don't be fake because you hanging out with her now, don't be fake. And she was like, no girl, that's you. So then they started like kind of talking. They was talking about some other shit or whatever, about like they issue and somebody else and all this other shit. Not my business. Yeah, so they ended up talking. I was just like, well, y'all could get over it. Ain't nothing y'all could be like irritated about. Y'all friends, like y'all need to make up or whatever. So she was like, I guess I could make up with the bitch, like I guess. And they like, okay. So I'm like, okay, we are cool, like, you know, we cool. And y'all, my fucking overly happy ass to be 3 Musketeers type shit. I would be so. But anyway, I don't know why I was super excited. So anyway, so they made up or whatever. So Shy was like, how did y'all become friends though? Like, that's still weird to me, like how y'all became friends or whatever. So she told her and she was just like, oh, okay, like, you know, or whatever like that. So then we talking, we drinking a bottle, we end up ordering a pizza, we just talking. The pizza came, we eating it. And I don't know if it's because Shy was getting drunk or what. So Shy was just like, first she was saying like she wanted this dude she talked to pull up on her. But she was saying like, basically saying like he want to pull up on her type shit. But she was like, she wanted him to. But she was like, nah, I'm not going to see him. So Kiera's like, who you talk to? And she was like, why? And she was like, who you talk to? And she was like, somebody. And she was like, girl, why you being weird? She was like, no, it's not that deep. Like, I don't really talk to nobody like that. Like, I'm for real single. Like, this his first time wanting to see me. And I'm just like, nah. So Kiera was like, have him pull up, have him bring people. So she was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So then I'm just like noticing like their energy is kind of weird. So then Shy was just like, yeah, so Symone, you be spending the night over here all the time? So I'm like, sometimes, like, not really. Like, it really all depends. So then Kiara get back on it like, so who do you talk to? Like, who is it? Like, you talk to somebody new? Do you still talk to such and such? Like, asking about such and such. So she was like, no. So then she was like, oh, okay. Like, well, do you still talk to him? So Shy was like, who do you talk to? Because mind y'all, like I said, small world, everybody know everybody. It seemed like these two girls knew every single body. Like, when I would think I met somebody new, they'd be like, girl, I give it in, or girl, that's da da da, or this that ba 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 ba. And I'd be like, damn, I should never went to school in the Valley for 2 years, because I missed out. I don't know nobody. But yeah, so they just like, she like, who do you talk to? She's like, girl, I don't talk to nobody. So I'm just thinking like, oh, they don't trust each other, because Kiara was really talking to her little boo for like they was in with each other. So I'm like, oh, they don't trust. Oh, I forgot my nose ring. But I'm like, they don't trust each other. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway, so they just talking or whatever. So next thing you know, Shy was like, how we all sleeping? So she was like, my bed is big enough for everybody to fit in. Like, we all fit in the bed. So she was like, oh, okay, so we stay the night. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I told you. The girl and saying we gonna stay the night. So she was like, oh, Symone, I thought me and you was gonna go back to your house instead of night. I didn't know we was staying here. So then Kiara was like, well, if y'all want to go to Symone's house, we go spend the night. So I was like, including herself. So she was like, oh, no, it's fine, because I don't see why you would leave your house to go spend the night at Symone's house. She's like, because we're having a girls' night in. Like, you know, I'm just thinking like, this is weird. Like, things is getting weird. So next thing you know, out of the blue, Shy pulled this shit out her motherfucking ass and was just like, Kiara, remember that one time when I made you bleed? Yo, it was the weirdest shit ever. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, how did that happen? So she's like, oh my God, girl, what are you talking about? And she's like, girl, don't play stupid. She's like, did Symone know that? Like, did Symone know? She was like, it wasn't on nothing like that. She was like, we just had a three-way with a baby daddy. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, you know, and she would start telling me like how they knew each other. So I was like, oh. And she was like, yeah, because Shy was like, yeah, my nails was really, really long. She was like, and I just was, I guess, doing it too hard. And I'm thinking like, why are you telling me this information? Like, why do I need to know this? Because I really don't care. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy. That sounds terrible. So here go Kiera was like, I really don't remember. Like, I really don't remember. It was a night where I was drunk and I really don't remember like that night or nothing like that. So yeah, I guess if you say it happened. So Shy was like, you don't remember? And she was like, no, I don't remember. Like, I really don't remember that. So she's like, oh, okay. I just thought you remembered. That's weird that you all of a sudden don't remember. So I changed the subject because I'm like, this is weird. So I'm like, oh, Shy, you knew I was gay. I'm just kidding. It's like, Shy, you knew like it ain't that. Like, so, oh, I'm thinking like, do Shy think that me and Kiera talk? Like, that we not friends, like we talk or something like that? Because that's what it was given at this point. Because why did you give me this information? But you could tell Shy was Kiera was so uncomfortable. She was irritated that she even mentioned that shit. So she was just like, that's crazy because, yeah. And she was just like, so Shy was like, no lie. Out of all the you messed with, I eat the best. Don't I? And Kiera was like, like I said, I don't really remember that night. And she was like, oh, okay. You don't remember that night? Okay, but you told me. And she was just like, bitch, why are you being weird? So I changed the subject too, and I was like, yeah, Shy, you being weird as fuck. Like, what's your point of bringing this up? Because what is your point? So she was just like, oh, no, I was just saying, she was like, we just talking, like, dang, I can't just talk and, like, catch up with her. I haven't seen her in a long time. So Kiera was like, bitch, that shit happened, like, 3 years ago. Like, you're being weird. Like, why are you bringing that up? So I was like, yeah, you ain't got shit else to bring up. Like, maybe why y'all stopped talking 2 months ago? I'm just but, yeah, like, why are you bringing this up? It's so weird. So I'm like, yeah, Kiera, like, Shy, stop being weird. So she's like, oh, well, I was just saying, like, I was just saying whatever. But, like, okay, anyway, so Symone, you still talk to that boy Crazy? So I'm like, girl, yes. Oh my God. So I'm telling her, and then we just talking about that or whatever like that. So she was like, have him pull up. I'm like, no, what the fuck? Like, why would I have my man pull up? So she's like, just have him pull up. So I'm like, girl, no. Like, that's weird, because at this point, but you being weird. You know, fuck bitches niggas. So, yeah, the whole night it kind of was like up and down. Like 1 minute it'll be cool, the next it'll be weird. 1 minute it'll be cool, the next it'll be weird. Cause it's like me and Kiara would talk about certain shit, and then Shy would kind of seem like she'll be irritated because it'd be like, like without me, like type shit. I don't know, it was just weird. It was up and down. And I was like, we're gonna work on this friendship, but we're gonna do it. Yep. We're gonna do it, right? Because we could all be cool. Cause I'm like, Shy could be cool. It was like, I don't know why they just had animosity. Clearly they needed to fight. I don't know, or I don't know, but anyway, yeah, so they end up leaving or whatever. And I mean, not they end up leaving, like the next day came and I ended up going home. And y'all, when I went home, because I was like, I'm about to go home, so Shy was like, I'm gonna get a ride from your house, Symone, and go home. So Shy came home with me, right? And I'm just like, she's so weird. So y'all, when she came to my house, she just talking. She was just like, yeah, I was just trying to fill things out or whatever. She was like, because, and I was like, yeah, you was being weird. I was like, do you think that like me and Kiara is like friends on that? Like, or what did you think? Like, what was you trying to get at? She was like, no, I didn't think that at all. She was like, because I know you're gay. I know you're gay. You really don't like girls. You just use me for an experience. And I was like, okay, so like, what was your reason for doing all that? So she was just like, no, I was just saying, she was like, because I just know that bitch still my baby daddy. And I was like, oh, then why you didn't just ask her that? Like, I don't get why you bringing up when you and your baby daddy and all of y'all, versus you asking her, does she still talk to your baby daddy? And I'm just thinking in my head like, no, that she don't talk to your baby daddy. But anyway, so she was just like, yeah, I was just wondering that, like, that was just weird to me. So she was like, so who do she talk to anyway? Like, who do Kiara talk to? I'm pretty sure you know. And I was like, I don't know, she just talk to people. I don't know, like that. Like, I'm like, we just be chilling, like, I don't know. So she's like, okay. And she was like, well, I'm gonna tell you who I talk to. So I was like, okay. So she told me who she talked to, this boy, right? But she said somebody else's name. She said a totally different name than the boy name. Like, because if she would have said the boy actual name, then I would have knew. So she told me, like, I don't know who that is. She was like, I think y'all follow each other. So I'm like, show me his page. She's like, I can't find it. She was being so weird. Like, it was weird as y'all. But this story is already too long. But it gives a reason why she was being weird. And I'll tell y'all about that in the next story time. Probably, I don't know when. But yeah, but y'all, one thing I'm about to say, because I'm in the story, that's the end of the story, yada, 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 boo, boo. Yeah, but, stay tuned, y'all. October is next month. Basically next week. October is next month. So y'all know for the whole month of October, I'm going to be posting every single day. Not a story time every day. Y'all know I do my week of story times during Vlogtober and Vlogmas. And I feel like I'm going to try. I'm going to do a week of story times for sure. But I'm going to try to do 2 weeks. But it won't be back to back. Like, it'll be 1 week and then after that, like that. Like, y'all know what I'm saying. Then the following. Not the following, but the following. The week after that. Yeah. So I'm going to try to do 2 weeks. But I'm going to go ahead and just tell y'all now. First week of October, it will be week of story times. I usually be like just doing it on y'all like splat. But I'm like, I'm going to do it the first week. I'm going to start off with a bang. So first week of October is a story time. Comment down below if y'all got any like stories that I mentioned that I never told y'all that y'all want to hear about. Or any people. Because we coming through. I need to make my list so I can know what I'm gonna talk about, because I gotta start pre-recording next week. But yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials in the description box below. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to stay tuned for my birthday, and also if y'all want to come on that trip. Yeah, but yeah, we out of here. Bye. Let's kiss each other. All right, peace out.